Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is Denzomos and you're welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality. I talk about personal and self-development. And if that's what resonates with you, I invite you all to join us, give us a like, share the video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. Let us talk about the Saviour mentality. Savior mentality is very common when it comes to empaths. Okay, savior mentality is when you feel the need, you have the urge to save someone. Maybe you want to save someone from homelessness. Maybe you want to save someone from joblessness. Maybe you want to save somebody from any form of health issues they might have. Now, there is no problem with stepping in, stepping forward when you meet somebody who really needs genuinely needs help from you. That's okay. Okay, you're a good person, so you cannot just look on when you realize somebody needs some help. It's okay, you can always step in and help. But did you know that for the longest you've been with a narcissist, you have always felt there is something inside of them. They are crying, they are screaming for help. It may not be something they will tell you. They may not even show you. They are good at hiding it. But being intuitive and having the ability to connect on an emotional level with this particular individual that you're dating, you will feel there is something they need. They need a hand, they need help. And usually, a lot of empaths have fallen into the trap of being in long-term commitments with the narcissists because they always believe there is something they're going to do. So you could find yourself working overtime. You're trying different avenues. Let's try that one. Let's try this one. Let's try this. Everything you're trying is not working. And you cannot understand the reason as to why, regardless of what you do to fix this particular individual, it's a waste of time. So you have that hope. We're going to see tomorrow. Maybe I'm going to see next week. You're staying longer because you believe, oh, maybe there's something you could do. Maybe they're going to change the other day. Maybe this time they're going to get it right. And every now and then you have noticed that the narcissist keeps on bouncing around in the same cycle. Everybody can be trapped in some kind of a cycle. It can be an addiction, it can be anything. And you have the urge and the desire to break out of the cycle. But you see, you may have to do, yes, every now and then you may wake up and realize that there is something you can do to change it. And you're going to put in the work because you want to be a better person. But the person you're dealing with is mentally broken. The cycle cannot be broken. It's the reason why you hear many people saying, it is not possible to heal and it is not possible to save a narcissistic individual. Because you're dealing with somebody that is trapped in a very toxic cycle. They have to go from one point to another one and come back to where they started. When the victim goes, they are going to move ahead, find the next one, and they press the repeat. And they'll go and repeat. So they cannot break out of that cycle. And in the initial stages, when you get involved with a narcissist, you're going to have a feeling that this might be a good person. They might be the person for you. It could be a relationship. Maybe I want to hang around this individual. They look like a, nice, charming, everything, those kind of things. And your mind is going to play tricks on you. And this normally happens during the love bomb. When, you get love bombed by these individuals, you're going to notice they feel you can help them. A narcissist has got a victim mentality. So let's say, for example, you hear them talking about things like, oh, the other ex I used to date, they did this or they did that. They didn't treat me well. They didn't do this. And they're always going to be playing that victim. And you being the good person that you are, you'll be like, okay, don't worry about it. We shall figure things out together. One way or the other, there's going to be a solution. And that's how you got inside. You fell for the trap. You have worked overtime to the degree where you feel there is nothing else you can do. There's nothing else you can do to better the situation. There's nothing else you can do for this individual. The only person that is left to save at that particular moment in time is going to be yourself. And you're going to get all the courage that you need to start getting away and moving out to go and work on yourself and focus on yourself. So what we learn from this situation is when you do meet anybody, and this time I'm not even talking about only toxic or maybe narcissistic individuals. When you do meet anyone, take your time to understand these people. Okay, it's good to listen. Listen to what they're saying. Sometimes there may be just people who are going through something, and you can sometimes see that they can be a good person, but they're just going through something. That is different. You may be sometimes be dealing with an unhealed person. But take your time to understand this individual and pay attention to the cycles. So you can ask things like, tell me about your ex. How did you guys used to spend time? What did you used to do? How was things going? Ask about all those questions. Ask about family. And you're going to pay attention to the things they will tell you about the ex. They're always going to tell you that person, oh, I did this, and I did everything. They couldn't change. I told them I did this. They're always going to complain about somebody. And they're always going to play that victim. Now, you see, sometimes you might have a person that could play a victim. Okay, it's understandable. There could be really people that have behaved a certain way. But with the narcissist, you will never hear anything good about their exes. Okay? So all along, it was like they was the ones that are being tortured or being abused. So take your time to learn, understand these people. Sometimes, a lot of empaths, you're stepping into the karma that is not even yours. Because the person you're dealing with, they have some things that they have already done, and they know how their cycle has been moving. And now you are coming in, they are going through it all probably at that particular moment in time, they're already going through karma. You are coming in, and you're saving that person, and you are a temporary relief from the karma that they're going through. So you come in and intercept that karma. We can go and do a whole video on that one as well. So as much as it is good, it's a good thing to always meet somebody, and there's always something you can do. There is things you can share, ideas, opinions, and stuff like that. It's okay, but don't get too sunk in to that situation where you are trying to intercept each and every small area or problem that those people could be going through. Okay, get some boundaries, my chosen ones, empaths. You must build strong boundaries for yourself and understand that, okay, maybe I've tried the first or second time, there's nothing else you could do. Have the courage to walk away. And the earlier you walk away from this situation is going to be the better for you, because you're not going to have to deal with all that crap that particular individual has got to offer. So is what I'm talking about, the savior mentality. Don't just go around trying to save everybody. There are some people who cannot be saved, There are some people who don't even want to be saved because that is who they are. It is nothing you can do. I used to have, some conversations where sometimes the narcissist would tell me things like, "That is the way. That is the way they are. There's nothing. They are trying, but that is how they are, and you have to get used to this whole thing and that kind of stuff. And they are trying to program you to get used to abuse, because whatever it is you try to correct those individuals, you're going to notice they're not willing to participate in any form of change whatsoever. So stop being the savior. Okay, you have tried a few times, it didn't work. Have the courage to walk away, but get out of that state of being the savior, because you are going to end up getting trapped with a person for years that you do not have any business with. So let us know what you think about the video. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, catch you guys in my next one. There's much signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.